Japan. When you hear Japan, the first thing most would think of is the bustling cities, sushi, or maybe anime. But today, I wanted to share a subculture of Japan's southernmost prefecture, Okinawa. It has its own language, history, and tradition. Being part Okinawan myself, I think it will be cool to share what I've experienced and know about the culture, while also getting direct input from full-blood Okinawans and other mixed people like my mom. Before we dive into the meat and cheese of Okinawa and its people, I'd like to begin with a short history lesson. Okinawa is part of the Ryukyu Islands, and it was once home to the Ryukyu Kingdom. And that was an independent nation known for trade with China, Japan, and other Asian countries. In 1609, Japan's Satsuma clan invaded, but the kingdom still kept a lot of independence until 1879, when Japan officially annexed it and made it Okinawa Prefecture. During World War II, the Battle of Okinawa was one of the war's deadliest, with huge civilian losses. After the war, the U.S. occupied Okinawa until 1972, when it was returned to Japan. But U.S. military bases are still a big part of the island today. Even with all these changes, Okinawa has held on to a distinct culture, language, and identity that is different from the rest of Japan, and that is the topic of our freaking video. First, we're going to interview my mom, who's half Okinawan, and we'll detail her experience going up the scale, next interviewing my grandma. So first, I got a couple questions for you. Let's welcome our guests. All right. First question I'll ask you, what do you love about Okinawa?
The food and the beaches. It's very tropical. The water is amazing, blue as can be, clear as far down as you can see, and all of the fish and snorkeling and yeah.
So what food?
They have Okinawa soba, which is a little different than udon, similar to udon, but a little different, and they eat a lot of pork there. And so they have like a sanmai nige, which is 3-layer pork.
Alright. Next I would ask...
And my family lives there.
Okay, yeah.
My oba lived there, and then my aunties and uncles live there. And all my cousins on my mom's side, on Bachan's side.
So, you spent a lot of time in Okinawa as a kid, and you also lived in Tokyo as a young adult. What would you say the major differences are?
Oh, that's easy. Tokyo is a metropolis, so Tokyo has lots of trains. I lived there for 2 years, only had a bicycle. So Tokyo is very bustling. You can walk or take a train or ride a bike to everything. Versus Okinawa, you really need a car to get around. They have a good bus system, but it didn't, when I used to go, it didn't go all around Okinawa, so you had to have somebody drive you. So it was very similar to the United States in that way.
All right. And what's one thing that you would like to tell people about Okinawa that they probably do not know?
Oh, let's see. The culture. Okinawa is considered very hip. It's similar to like if in the States, if you met someone that grew up in Hawaii, because it's very tropical. The people are, they like to go to the beach. They are more darker skinned than the rest of the Japanese, and they are always leading in the kids' fashion and pop bands and things like that.
Oh, shut it. All right. Well, I got one more question for you. Say one thing in Okinawa Hogan, and what does it mean?
Oh, this was always my favorite, and I still say it to my mom, to Bachan. They say, Inji, typhoon di? That means, honto, typhoon ga kiteru desu ka? That means really a typhoon is coming because it's a tropical island, so they got lots of typhoons, or I guess hurricanes in English. So Inji, typhoony was always something we would listen for and was a phrase that we understood as children, English speaking children.
All right. Thank you.
Bye.
All right, I'm gonna just cut straight into the next interview with my grandmother. We're here with our second guest, my lovely grandmother, Junko.
Thank you.
All right, hajimemashou. What was it like growing up after World War II when the Americans occupied Okinawa?
And I grew up. I was okay. My brothers and a big sister, and they had a tough time because I born after the war. World War II was 1945 to 1950. So I born 1947. So I don't have not many problem like big sister, my brother. But when I grown up, we didn't have no electricity. We didn't have well reason good toilet. And my mom, and we have to study during the daylight. And we could not study and during the night. So I have to finish study. Doing homework is I have to do study during the day. And after that, it gets dark. And, we had a dinner together. And my mom and dad how to tell us all kind of stories. That is how grown up.
All right, and another similar question. What was it like, growing up using U.S. dollars instead of yen and the switch, I guess, like once Okinawa became a Japanese?
Yeah. Okinawa became in 1972. So when I grown up, when I go to Japan, maiden in Japan, we have to use a passport. So I could not go to, passport and other stuff. So we didn't have enough money to go to Japan, So we had a little tough time. And yeah. So currency was, I thought it was when we became in 1972, we used the dollar. Suppose, in dollar, that was currency is very expensive. Like $1 equals to 260 yen, 360. And then we became, Japanese, they changed it to yen.
Okay.
So that was very expensive, and it was hard to. Right now is very, and when we go to Japan until a few years ago, Japanese was very expensive too. And yen was like $1 to 108 yen to dollar. So that was when I growing up, it was hard.
Mm-hmm. So when you were younger, like with, all the Americans on Okinawa, what did you think of them, like when you were younger?
When I was younger, the United States and Army, a lot of Army, about 30,000 people, active. Back then, it's more than that. But, when I grown up, American, we had 30,000, active, like a U.S. Army, Navy, Marine, and Air Force, all from all, different, groups. Mm-hmm. So, but when I grown up when we were young, they thought it was American is dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
So because, Okinawa has a lot of, tragedy, American people out there, and they have a lot of, like, and I don't know what I should say. They have American has a lot of accident with the Japanese part.
Mm-hmm.
So that is, when I growing up is, but we are, like Japanese people is always welcoming. All welcome all like people. So unless Japanese people has a very relaxing, kind heart. So I don't think they didn't, I didn't think, my parents didn't think, and bad person.
Yeah, I mean, look at us. Look at me. I'm an American boy.
Yeah, I know, you are so good. I am so proud of my grandchildren. I have 4. I am so lucky to have you guys, and lucky to have you. I am so happy to have your dad and your mom and all my daughters and all my grandkids. I always, communicate. I think communication is very important to me, and I always, even further away, across the mile, we are living in Okinawa, and I always communicate with my big brother, your cousin, my niece, and uncles, everybody in the family. So, yeah.
Yes, we love you too, Bacha.
Yeah, thank you very, very much. And are we on the TV? I mean,
yeah, we are.
No. So anyway.
What do you miss the most about moving to America? Like, what do you miss the most about Okinawa?
What I missed, living, Okinawa, I used to miss my family.
Yeah.
And I'm sure, I was in Okinawa, they have a freedom, except, they are Japanese people is always worried about, after World War II, they don't want to have another War II, like they have experience. So, and, so, and what was the questions?
What you missed.
Oh, what I missed. So anyway, and when I missed it, and all my friends and my Japanese culture, and friends and family, they live in so far away. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I got one more, and I asked this to my mom. What's your favorite saying in Okinawa Hogan?
Churakagi.
And what does that mean? Tell the viewers. Beautiful.
Beautiful. See, my family is beautiful. My grandkids are very, very beautiful. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I miss Tropical Island in Okinawa too. See, they are so, nice. I mean, weather is not good. Climate is, not very good. But I love it. You, mommy, likes the flowers or natures, and I love that too. Yeah.
All right.
That's
well,
it.
that wraps up our interview, I guess.
Oh,
thank you.
You know what? Thank you so much, and good luck. I love you, and I love Quinn, and they are waiting for us.
All right. And that pretty much wraps up this video. And this should be the first video on this channel because I made it for a school project, and I didn't want to use my regular channel. And this is a Japanese school project. Shout out to my teacher. Don't want to say his name for, personal reasons. I don't know if he wants me to say his name, but shout out to him for assigning such a wonderful project. He's a wonderful teacher. And yeah, maybe I'll, make some more videos out of this. So, thank you. Have a good one.